You know, once we start to see through the illusion of the separate self, another big misunderstanding begins to unravel. It's the belief that a good life is one that feels good all the time. We're taught, subtly, but constantly, that pleasure is the measure of success, that discomfort is failure, and that pain means something has gone wrong. So, what do? We organize our entire lives around avoidance, avoiding silence, avoiding boredom, avoiding uncertainty, avoiding pain. But life just doesn't cooperate with this plan, does it? No matter how carefully you arrange your circumstances, discomfort finds its way in. Loss arrives uninvited. Change interrupts your expectations. Aging reshapes what you thought was permanent. And because we've labeled discomfort as the enemy, we end up suffering twice. First from the experience itself, and then from the belief that it shouldn't be happening at all. But what if discomfort isn't a mistake? What if it's not something to be eliminated, but something to be understood? Think about how growth happens in nature. A seed doesn't grow because it's comfortable. A muscle doesn't get stronger without resistance. A river doesn't carve a valley by avoiding obstacles. Life deepens through contrast. Pleasure, by itself, is shallow. It comes and goes quickly. It excites, and then it fades. Fulfillment is different. Fulfillment doesn't depend on constant pleasure. It comes from participation, from being fully engaged with life as it is, not as you wish it would be. This is why some of the most meaningful moments in our lives are not pleasant at all. They're quiet. They're heavy. They're honest. Moments of grief, reflection, responsibility, and care often carry more depth than moments of excitement. And yet, we try to escape them. We distract ourselves the moment life asks us to sit still. But Mina doesn't shout. It whispers. It appears when you stop running from experience and just allow yourself to feel it fully, without labeling it as good or bad. This doesn't mean you go looking for suffering. It just means you stop being afraid of it. When pain is no longer treated as an enemy, it loses so much of its power. It becomes information. It becomes movement. It becomes part of the story instead of a threat to it. And in this acceptance, something remarkable happens. Life begins to feel richer, not easier, but fuller. You start to notice a quiet sense of purpose that doesn't depend on outcomes. You do things not because they guarantee happiness, but because they feel right. You speak honestly, even when it's uncomfortable. You act with care, even when there's no reward. You show up, even when there are no promises. This is fulfillment. It's not a feeling you chase. It's a way of living. And paradoxically, when you stop demanding that life make you happy, moments of genuine joy begin to appear naturally, not like fireworks, but like a gentle warmth, a sense that you belong here, that you are part of something much larger than your own personal story. Life no longer feels like a problem to solve. It feels like a process to participate in, and that participation brings meaning. Not the dramatic kind that needs applause, but the quiet kind, the kind that allows you to rest in yourself, even when life is uncertain. This is where the pursuit of pleasure ends, and the discovery of fulfillment begins, not by force, not by improvement, but by understanding. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more reflections like this.